everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and I'm here with a review of Slay the Princess on Steam. Now, this released on the 23rd of October 2023, developed and published by Black Tabby Games. And this is a sort of horror visual novel. And before I even get into this video, I will say that this is probably the best visual novel I have ever played, hands up. And I've covered quite a lot on the channel, and that's not negating any of those previous visual novels being great, but man, I absolutely love this game. Like, the writing is on point, the voice acting is on point, the art style, while being like drawings and stuff like that, like sketches, looks fantastic, and the plot and the way the game plays out is fantastic. So basically, you start off in these woods, and there's a cabin at the end of this path, and in the basement of this cabin is a princess, and this like overworld narrator is talking to you and basically tells you, go kill that princess or the world's gonna end, and that's it. And how you deal with that progresses the story. So you can like interact with the narrator when he's talking to you, you can interact with the characters and stuff like that. And basically, I don't want to give the plot away because it's so good. And honestly, I recommend, if you like these sort of horror-esque novels, the ones where things aren't what they seem and stuff like that, really recommend you don't look it up online first. You just sort of play it. It's a mix of like visual novel, a bit of psychological horror thrown in for good loop. And I will say though, it does feature like branching narrative structures where you can make your own decisions, you can interact with the characters and choose how to progress. There is a like looping narrative to this game, and I don't know explain how that happens or anything like that, but you will retread things as you play through it. Now, you will also eventually, because of this looping, sort of interact with other versions of yourself, each with their own sort of uniqueness to them, like skepticism and stuff like that, and they'll sort of help with the dialogue and help sort of push the story along. It's fantastic. Like, in terms of visual novel, it's not the longest. You'll get through it in probably about 3, maybe 4 hours, depending on how quick you want to play through it. But there are many ways to sort of get through this, different style endings. And one thing I will say as well, the sort of princess is like personality and everything about her is sort of molded by your decisions. So if you replay this game from start to finish with different decisions and stuff like that, you're going to be in for some surprises. And I don't really want to spoil it. It's really hard to do a visual novel review without spoiling it, but this game hangs in its story. Now, the writing is great. I didn't find any sort of like spelling issues or anything like that. It's fully voice acted, which is fantastic. The UI is very easy to use. You can literally skip. You've got the auto, you've got your save, your quick load and quick save. I was sticking it on auto because of the narration, and then when you make a decision, I would then choose it and then click it back onto auto again, because I just like to listen to it play out until I have a decision to make. Now, one thing I did like is like when you pick things up, like early in the game you pick up a dagger, your mouse like cursor on the screen will hold the item you're holding, and like if it gets blood on it, it's got blood on it. If you then get rid of it, your hand's free on the... And I thought that was really awesome. It just tiny little things like that make it like really interesting.
One thing,
now,
word isn't worth anything.
Overall, though, I was blown away by this. Like I say, I'm going to play it again after I've done this review, because it's really good, really good. The developers also have done Scarlet Hollow, which is a early access visual novel game as well, by the looks of it. Haven't checked that one out, really want to. So after playing this, I'm going to be all over it like a tramp on chips, because this one is fantastic. The artwork just pops, and also when you move the mouse around the screen, while the image is like, it doesn't change, you can sort of like look at it from just slightly different angles. It's just very unique, and well made.
She hesitates
Now,
before answering.
the game features a ton of Steam achievements. There are 100, I believe, or 97 all in, and it also is playable on Steam Deck. Obviously, there isn't a lot to it in terms of controls. You just literally press A to forward, and then you pick your options with the mouse. That's about it. So I can see why it does work on the Steam Deck. On Steam itself, on PC, it is supported with Xbox and PlayStation controllers, and you can pick it up for $14.99. And I think that's an absolute bargain for an absolute fantastic game. You're going to get fantastic, well-written plot. You're going to get absolutely amazing voice acting, an awesome score as well, and some really unique and sort of like eye-popping, like sketch-looking artwork, all wrapped up in this really cool plot that you've got to play. It's fantastic. I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you really want to know, there are playthroughs on YouTube. I just don't recommend it though. Like I say, I recommend going into it blind. But like the way it's like black and white and then red for some of the text and blood and stuff, it really pops it. Chef's kiss. Do you know what? Black Tabby Games, credit where it's due, one of, if not the best visual novel I've ever played for sure, but I can't wait to see what else you guys do. But anyway, guys, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more gaming content. And leave a comment down below, let us know what you think of this game, and are there any others you want to see us play in the future.
Whoever locked the
Bye
princess
for now.
away down here intended for her to never see the light.